Oh, so random, but like when it comes to my dad passing away, right? I actually recently went to his grave and sat there and talked to him. That's something I haven't done before. And I do it like every once in a while, just kind of like to myself, but I haven't gone to like, I guess the place of where his body's resting and sat down and had a conversation. It was interesting. Definitely cried a lot. I think I filmed it for the sake of just like, I don't know why I filmed it, honestly. A part of me felt like this is weird to film, but I did film it. And a majority of it was just me crying. If I do have footage of it on the screen right now, then you can just see me crying right now. I'm probably not gonna cut to probably what I'm saying to him. But I sat down and I read something where it said, you know, if there's anything you want to tell your family as they're gone, to go to their place of resting and like talk to them about it. Or there's also the concept of like, you know, everybody gets the family members and parents that they get. You don't really get to choose. So if there's ever an opportunity for you to go and maybe, I don't know what the word is, acceptance, forgiveness, not to say that there's anything to forgive, but I think there is for some people. Like, you know, you might have gotten a beautiful life with your family, but it might have not been the way you saw it or the way you thought you would see it as you got older. But you can still be appreciative and thankful for that life regardless. And I went over there and I did that. And, you know, I would say on a spiritual level and a mental health level, it was a doozy. It was definitely a doozy. And I think me recording this episode is kind of like, I'm not necessarily putting a nail in the coffin. Like my dad is always going to be here with me, but I think a part of me has been procrastinating on putting this podcast out because I've had a few people say like, this is really good. Why don't you put it out? And I originally was, you know, I'll be honest with you. I'm not trying to bootstrap this thing from day one and then have to like run around chasing the internet trying to get views and stuff. It would be nice if somebody want to sign my podcast. Netflix, where you at? Netflix. That was my original idea. But then another part of me kind of said to myself, oh, I don't want to record episode 1. And I don't have to. This doesn't, you know, this could be episode finale if I really wanted it to be. But I think I wanted to start the show with this episode to kind of explain what it's about, to talk about why it came to be, and then to kind of like make I don't know. It's not like a tribute. It's more just like if it's like if he was here, he would have been my first interview is basically what it was going to be. Because back in 2019, we were considering maybe doing a podcast together, which for me was way less about, you know, doing a podcast. It was more about like, oh crap, I'm going to get my dad's free time to sit down and yap about stuff. We never really did that. Outside of just really silly things like basketball and I don't know, maybe some stuff about work and things. But a part of me was excited to be able to sit down and chat with my dad about just life. And I don't think he had the tools to do that. But I think if we had to do a podcast once a week, not to say I would have gotten it regardless, but we would have been that much closer. So yeah, I feel like I'm really chipper in this moment, reminiscing about him. But I have this voice conversation, and I don't know. It's weird when the cameras are on. I have a hard time getting emotional, but I heard his voice a second ago and it got me choked up. So I don't know. With that being said, though, that's kind of the antithesis of this show. It's called AdLib, which is also kind of inspired by my dad because it was something that he used to say in interviews. He would say that when he got jobs and people really needed him to step it up on the spot, he would ad-lib in his scenes, which would help him create very memorable moments, if I'm being honest. Bang, bang, bang. Yitta D, Sididdy. You got to coordinate from the rooted to the tooted. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Hoes got to eat too. Where did he come up with this? He said it was like Detroit slang. I remember he used to tell me that. I remember him telling me, he was like, yeah, brother, you know, when me and my boys, when we was younger, brother, we go tell our boys, oh yeah, me and that girl, we gonna go do the bang, bang, bang. I was like, that's That's disgusting. Yes. So that's really the breakdown of this show. I think that you will enjoy a lot of the guests that I have on in future episodes, but this first one is a bit of an explanation of what we're doing and also a dedicated episode to my dad and my relationship with him. Cool. I feel like that covers everything. If there's anything that comes to mind, I'll bring it up later. Also, if you want to support this podcast, because I don't have sponsors, I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/JD Witherspoon. Feel free to support there. There's early episodes and sometimes behind the scenes content. What else? Anything? No, I think we can get into this voicemail. It's not a voicemail. Sorry. It's the last conversation that I have recorded with him. I don't really record a lot of them, but I randomly recorded this one the year he passed away, and it was funny. It's not like a super deep emotional one. It's just silly, but there's parts of it that kind of make me feel a type of way. So let's get into it. I guess if there's anything else that comes to mind while I'm listening to this, you will know.